Hello everyone, and welcome to my special combat guide featuring the Greatsword. Greatswords were not my first choice, to be honest, but after playing around with them I decided to pick this weapon for my first Definitive Edition playthrough. And let's just say it went way better than I expected. I have now more than enough experience and in this video I will try to teach you how to use the Greatsword. The Greatsword is in a weird spot when it comes to two-handed weapons. It is pretty fast, has good damage, and a lower impact than most other two-handed weapons. Its speed makes it a pretty powerful weapon, for its medium reach requires an interesting understanding of spacing. Overall, this weapon performs pretty great and is not too hard to pick up. Let's directly get to the combo and skills. The combos of the Greatsword are pretty underwhelming, to be fair. Let me quickly go over them and explain why. 3 normal hits, 1 normal and 1 special for a slow slash that makes you spin to the right, 2 normals and 1 special for another spinning slash but to the left this time, and then the 1 special combo for a powerful overhead strike. Unfortunately, the 2 middle combos are pretty bad, and I have not really found a use for them except in some very rare outnumbered situations. These spins are very slow, and the movement they make can sometimes make you miss the target. The Greatsword is a fast weapon, and these special hits just slow down the pacing of the fight. It is very rare to ever use these combos. It is generally far more reliable to use basic attacks and the 1 special overhead strike, as it can easily stagger in 1 hit. The Greatsword's special skill is actually very amazing. It is a powerful counter that inflicts confusion. Confusion reduces the enemy's resistance to stagger, making the sword, despite its lower base impact than other two-handed weapons, very good at stun-locking targets. This skill is actually the easiest to get in the game, as you can get it for free from Burak at the beginning, but he is also the one selling it if you picked up the skill of another weapon. You can only get the Greatsword from the blacksmith in Cierzo. Let me leave you with some gameplay to demonstrate. Let me show you a few good Greatswords that I would recommend trying out. The first one is the Horror Greatsword. As whole horror weapons, you can obtain this weapon without leaving the first region, and they are incredibly powerful for an item you can get this early in the game. I personally do not like the look of horror weapons generally, but the leaf-shaped blade on horror swords look very cool. The Starchild Claymore is one of the unique weapons you can get in this game. You will need to kill the Royal Manticore in the Enmerka forest to get this one. And this enemy is probably the toughest open world boss in the game, so be careful with this. That being said, this weapon is fantastic with its health, lightning damage, long reach and fast attack speed. The last weapon I want to talk about is Geb's Longblade, a weapon you get in the Caldera region, and I will put a link to Sheenshot's video on how to get it. It looks very good and does some AoE damage on every hit, which is pretty interesting. The Greatsword is a very reliable and effective weapon, though the lack of use of some of its combo is pretty disappointing. That being said, it still is very good and rather pleasing to use. As in most of my guides, if you're interested in the build I use in this video, please let me know. This is the optimized version of the build I used on stream for my first Definitive Edition playthrough. I'll quickly leave you with some short clip so you can see what it can do. Okay, jump on me now. So predictable. Charge attack. Outward is an hack and slash RPG, but no one knows it. This is the end of the video. If you found this interesting, do not hesitate to subscribe as it helps me more than you think. The channel is growing a lot recently and I would love to thank everyone for this. Thank you for watching and I'll see you again. Bye.